Selby emulates John Higgins and Ronnie O'Sullivan as only the third player to make 3 straight centuries at the Crucible. He now leads 12-8. Commentary supplied by Terry Griffiths and Willie Thorne.
He's got it, and he's heading for the blue. Blacks available, reds are in the open. Bit early to say it's a frame winning opportunity because it's the important frame as far as Mark Selby is concerned, the one to win this match and go into his first quarter final in the 888 World Championships.
Six.
That's the way he's playing. If this was slightly earlier on in the match, you'd say it could win the frame from here. As Terry said, is the hardest frame in the world, of course, to win is the one to get over the line. But these balls are perfect for at least 40 without having to play anything too difficult. His heart will be pumping now.
He's already made 5 centuries in this match and he'd love to finish with a century break.
12.
If you fancy winning the match, Willie, when you get this chance you think, well, this is it. Whereas if you're a little
13.
bit
Could you adjust your
nervous of
radios,
getting
please?
the win,
We're hearing the commentary down here. Thank you.
at times you can go down there and see the balls wide open and a bit of fright comes in, to be honest. It's the only way to explain it.
Played that very nicely. That's one of those shots where you're playing for 2 reds. If you hit it a fraction hard, you're on the one nearest the cue ball. If you,
20.
the reason he wanted to get rid of the one to the right, of course, is to free the black in both pockets. So now this is a great chance.
21.
And he's looking in control of his emotions at the moment.
May look in control, but we
28.
both know, Willie, every shot is a test here. This is not quite like the earlier frames when he's making centuries all the time. In the back of his mind he'd be fully aware that Peter Ebdon's got a very good reputation for fighting back in matches.
29.
So difficult to just play a natural game in this position. You start to get into a frame of mind of better make sure of this and lose that positive mode that Mark Selby has carried through this match so well.
Decided to play for the loose red, but I don't know whether he's hit it hard enough. But this one is just below the pink will pot. Probably played that gap,
56.
actually, looking at how slow he played it. Now, in getting rid of this red, they're still with those 3 reds that are pottable without going into the bunch, and those 3 reds and colours will put him very close to the line. So it's all about the kiss he eventually plays from one of the colours into the pack. If the pink was on its spot, he would be playing the blue into the pink, but with it being off its spot, I think that's too risky because he'd have to hit it full ball. If he hit the pink half ball, he wouldn't bring any reds into play at all. Ideally would like to play for a loose red, but can he get into the cue ball enough?
Doesn't fancy the blue, or at least the position off the blue, taking on the more difficult green now to play for the loose red by the side of the pink. Couldn't have played that any better. A brave decision there to take that green on.
Yes, especially at the pace he played it. That was beautifully played. We're now getting to the
41.
time when a key shot is coming up. He doesn't have the angle on the black to go into them this time, so probably have to play for the red that's going to be nearest his bridging hand. Is there a plant on in the corner? He's just looking to see if that plant's on, and it's close. It is close, that. Let's just have a little look. Yeah, could play for that if he wanted to. I'm not too sure he can avoid the kiss on the red when screwing back. Black looks very straight. Needs to avoid that red on the cushion. And he's avoided it, so that tells me he's played for the plant. He feels it's on. One of the world's best 8-ball pool players, and of course
48.
lots of plants are played in pool. There you see as the camera pulls out, it's set for the near jaw, but the angle the cue ball is going into this, playing up for blue or bought colour, I would suggest this is a certainty.
Well, he held it for pink or black, and I think he's on both of them. You can see there they're hitting it full. Only just made the pocket.
Well, I've seen Mark Selby play for the last 10 years or so. This
56.
undoubtedly the greatest performance of his career. His all-round safety play has been excellent. His break building has been
57.
absolutely top draw. He's still at 95% pot success rate in the 21st frame, which I would suggest would have beaten anybody in the tournament. He knows it's game and match ball.
64.
A little premature, still needs the red, but you'd fancy him to knock this in. Very well played, Mark Selby. Very well played. He's beat one of the game's great players here at the Crucible in Peter Ebdon. Half a chance for another
72.
century, but he may have relaxed a little bit now, so it's a little bit more difficult. Well, what a shame, no century,
Selby,
and barring
72.
Snooker's Mark Selby, he'll be into his first quarter-final.